Hi, welcome to the Antagonist review for Thief. Y'all really seem to like the Syndicate episode, so I'm going through and doing Thief next. And, well, the first thing you'll notice, this isn't a Thief. This is not Thief footage. And that's because all of the Thief footage I have gets made into videos, which, yeah, it should be pretty indicative of how much I love the Antag. Thief is absolutely my favorite antagonist. Quite simply, with a pair of thieving gloves and a little bit of sleight of hand, even without the normal thieving kits, you could do a lot with them. It's very free form, your objectives are randomized, and the greatest thing about it, no combat. There's never a reason for you to get into combat. You can never get charged with assault. You can never get charged with murder. You can never get charged with anything. You can do fucking whatever, and because there's usually no murders, you can get away with more than you ever think. Plus, now that thieving gloves and the ability to actually, pickpocket people is exclusive to the thief, a lot less often that this stuff happens, and you're not sharing the space with the syndicate agents. Now, I'm going to talk about their objectives first. And this depends on the server. So, yeah. Basically, your objectives can vary wildly. For example, you could steal the captain's headset, steal, 10 IDs, steal the nuclear bomb. Really hard objectives. Steal head of staff remotes, even. Ridiculously hard, very difficult objectives that aren't overlapping with the Syndicate steal objectives, but still, very fun and interesting. And then you have, steal an entire bag of weed. Steal the bartender's glasses that they never fucking use. If you're a moth, you can get steal shoes, which is funny, but also way too easy. And you could also get steal, and I shit you not, there's a steal objective at one point that existed for stealing normal headsets. Random tighter headsets, which can be found in pretty much any vending machine. Yeah. So, how much fun you're going to have on Thief will vary wildly between objectives. Extraordinarily, in fact. And that's just because most of the objectives are designed fucking terribly, honestly. The Thief objectives are awful, awful design choices. The weed one is way too easy to do, and the nuke one is way too damn hard to do. In fact, I think the head of staff remote one is even harder than the thief one. Even if you steal from the Atmos technicians, which, they're not going to be exactly friendly, and just walking into Atmos half the time can, result in your immediate death at the hands of hot air that they haven't noticed because, And, yeah. On the other hand, we have Funky Station's change. See, Funky Station Thief objectives are the following, and I'm going to list all of them because I think they're all very, very interesting. I think every objective that Funky Station has added is extremely well made. The first objective is pull off the greatest heist ever. Now, you may be thinking, what does that mean? Well, that's the only objective, first of all. Yeah. It basically means do whatever you want. For example, I have seen people do all of the following and all of them count as different manifestations of this objective. We have a guy called Lean who literally spent all shift stealing everyone's shoes. He got 100 shoes in a pile at one point. Not even kidding. We have a guy who stole every head of staff fucking headset and went around swapping everyone's headsets so no one had any idea whose headset they were having on, and people were randomly getting comms. My last video where I Prometheus, the god of access, or Titan, sorry, Greek lore people know that he's a Titan, not a god, but yeah, I went around stealing access and gave it out to the people who immediately sold me out because they're lame. Yeah. That is the kind of thing you could do with Thief and have it be completely fine within your objectives. I've also had people steal, nuke, the nuke, and people before, which, yeah, kidnappings are also possible. You could do a hostage situation if you wanted to. Just don't tell them that you have a pacifism implant. There's a lot you can do with Thief. These objectives are friggin' fantastic. Now, on to the toolkit, essentially. Thief's toolkit is quite simple. You get your thieving gloves, and on every server that isn't fucking shit, your inherent thieving ability, which allows you to take things out of people's pockets and off of them and off their heads without them noticing. They don't get a pop-up, basically. Now, if your server is shit, that's tied to the thieving gloves. If it's not, that is tied to both the thieving gloves and the personal ability of you being a thief, so you can combine them to steal stuff really, really fast. And yeah, that's about it. And that is as good as it sounds. For example, you could steal a ID. You could steal all access off of a captain pretty much fucking immediately. Just period, yeah. You could steal guns off of security officers if they're threatening you. A security officer could walk up to you, pull out his baton, and go, "Ha ha! You're just a thief. You can't possibly fight me," and start like yapping aura farming. You just take the baton out of his hand, and then beat him with it. Yeah, your pacifism implant can be managed, shall we say? See, you can't throw liquid containers like water bottles and the like because of, well, just fucking shit code. And you also can't toss anything that could potentially, harm someone. Obviously, no bombs, no, mini bombs, whatever. With the exception of your C4, which can be set off, but you'll probably get an admin yelling at you if you use that to kill someone. Other than that, though, stun equipment, like the stun baton and on some servers the disabler, can be used, so you can kidnap people with them. And if a sec-off just happens to have an unintended belt, who's to say where those grabby little hands could get up to, huh? The rest of your toolkit comes in your thieving satchel, which on servers that are good will give you a thieving backpack, which can be stored under tiles and wrenched down to form a very convenient hidden little pocket of the world. And on servers that are shit, it just dumps it all on the floor because the thieving kits are, they range from completely fucking useless to genuinely why the hell would you take anything else? For example, Nocturine kit. Or, the sleeper kit. It's just fucking Nocturine. You get Nocturine, you get fucking Hypopen. You get two kits, so you take the Nocturine kit and sell their kit. Because, just straight up, if you want raw capacity to do things and deal with security, you just can't beat Nocturine. For reference, one 5-unit injection of Nocturine will knock a sec-off out. You can then use your thievy little hands to take everything off of them, and then cuff them. Or stun baton them. They might wake up from the, 5 units of Nocturine, but you can just fucking work it, Again, one click, and that is a sec-off on the floor. Yeah, just as good as it sounds. The rest of the kits kind of range from to The Fulton kit can be used to steal big items, like if you're trying to steal the fucking Anom generator because science pissed you off. First of all, based. Second of all, you could probably do that with a Fulton. You just set it up, Fulton beacon, same shit salvagers use. So, you can also use it to have an invisible box, which is, mostly useless. Like, here's the thing. If you are playing on a server where there is, pink text, which just, I'm not sure if that's only funky. I'm not sure about other servers if they've changed it to have, custom freeform objectives or not, but I don't care. Then you can just fucking do whatever. You don't need the invisible box. If you're playing on a server where you have a thieving beacon and specific objectives they need to accomplish, then you could just use the the thieving beacon behind a wall, weld it up, and it's very unlikely anyone will even see that. Yeah, there's very, very little point in the invisible box. It's kind of bad. The Breacher kit. Jaws of Life is overpowered. It's probably the second best kit. I've done a whole, review of each of Thief's kits. Wait, did I? I don't even fucking remember. Did I do? If I did that or not, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I don't fucking remember. Genuinely, I don't fucking remember. Anyway. Breacher kit is probably the best kit in the whole game because, who needs all access when you could go to a secluded part of the station? Like, head offices, bridge half the time, security a bunch of the time if there's not enough security officers or no warden or whatever. You could just Jaws of Life because every door can be opened by the Jaws. Oh, and the C4 is also useful. The C4 is very helpful. The DNA kit or the body modding kit fucking just sucks. It used to be a storage implanter, but now it's a smoke implanter, which is useful for getaways, but, like, smoke doesn't stop flashes. This only really works on sec-offs that are dumb or don't care. So, yeah, it sucks. And I'm just going off of memory here. The communicator kit's funny because it gives you a radio chip, which you can use to talk to literally everyone. So all comms, without anyone noticing, is pretty useful. Also has a voice mask, which kind of low on the usefulness category of the items, but very high in the fucking with people category. So if you want to form like a alternative persona or whatever, that's what you want to run. From here, I don't remember the rest of the kits. Because they don't fucking matter. If I don't remember them, then they don't matter. I'll be real. This isn't like I'm going to talk about every little facet of the Antag. This is more of a rant. And if I don't remember the kit, it probably is not very fucking good. I genuinely can't remember. Anyway, moving on. From here, we also get our, Actually, wait, that's the entire kit, yeah. Huh. I almost forgot. Yeah, Thief kit, very simple. And now I'm going to give you a brief overview of how you can extend your Thief gameplay. Yeah, that's right. I'm not going to give ways to improve Thief, because Thief is perfect. Thief needs no changes. None. Thief, now that pink text is a thing, and you can do your own custom objectives, is perfect. It is the best Antag for both new players, for experienced players. It's the best for people who want to lay low. It's the best for people who want to fuck around and be, the big Antag who acts like a villain. It keeps you out of jail. There's no risk of people being round removed and mauling about it when you don't have to because you just can't do combat. There's no risk of someone using any part of Thief to do way too much damage besides the usual singulusing, but singuluses can be caused by fucking anyone, even without a, And, yeah, Thief is perfect. It is the perfect antagonist. Anyway, here's a couple ways you can improve your thieving gameplay. Now, part one. Just fucking go off, steal Captain's ID, and run around and see how many announcements you can get. Basically, steal a head of staff ID, preferably Captain's. Then, because you have access to multiple comms consoles all around the station, do a run around and see just how many announcements you can make, making fun of the captain or, whoever you feel like at all, You'll probably get looked at by an admin if you don't do this properly, but, that's funny. It's really funny. Step 2. Go for the biggest thing you could possibly steal and dump it in, the bar or somewhere public. You take the anomaly generator and put it in the bar. You take the gravity generator and you put it in the bar. You take the nuke and you put it in the bar. Take whatever you can, and put it somewhere very public to fuck with people. Just, I've had a lot of fun doing this personally. Hasn't made it into a video because usually like something goes wrong, but I find this one very fun. You'll need the Fulton kit for this one. Now, the next one, you'll have to, you should probably help before doing this, like, ask an admin if this is fine. On the server I play on, it's fine as long as you roleplay it properly, which I do because, you know, I'm me. And essentially, the following takes place. Acquire a very valuable item, such as, this is a Funky Station specific thing, the command training manual, and then proceed to publicly announce every single facet of it. Or on these places with every other server, you could just give out all access to everyone, like I did in my Prometheus video. But you need to be careful. You need to apply a lot of flair to this before it just becomes Unga Munga, thief do mega damage. There's also the ways you can fuck with specific departments. For example, let's say security's pissed you off. There are several ways you can fuck with them back. Step 1. If you get a Jaws of Life, what you could do is you could break into Gen Pop and just craft a disposals pipe out of the fucking brig. Like on Fland, if you blow up the wall once, and then before anyone shows up, put a disposals pipe right underneath the window. Engineering's going to come through, see no disposals pipe because you just put a tile over it. Fix it all up, whatever. Okay, we're good. And then you can, also while it's open, you can probably also stash stuff in there if you don't want to use the Jaws for this. You know, your tools are doing that. Then what you can do is you can go in with your Jaws, or not with your Jaws, I don't know. And you can build a pipe out of perma. And just jailbreak everyone. Security's not going to notice for a while. And it's a pretty fun way to fuck with people. And, yeah. Just a couple ways I think you could spruce up the Antag. Had to replace the section where I thought about improving it, because for the life of me, I don't think I could find a way to improve Thief. I think Thief is genuinely the perfect antagonist. And I mean that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Go watch my Deadlock video. It's good, I promise. I spent too much time. I spent a lot of time on it. Anyway. Fucking... What the hell? I'm still not good at outros. Leave me alone. Thank you to Wakefield H, User Faceless, All Stars, Okay Cat, Northstar, Fletcher 23, Web Sorter, Philbit, Chibo, and Sather Lapid. 12 months, Jesus. You two can support the show down below. Help me out. Yeah. Support show, help me out. Money is good because money means I can keep doing this for longer. I can justify spending more time on it. Basically, the more money I make, the more I can spend on, more time I can justify spending on making videos for you guys. You know? And you want more videos, right? 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 Please tell me you want more. Please tell me you want more videos. I want to give you more videos, please. I beg of thee. Anyway, that's video. Okay, bye.